So, hey guys, back again. Now we're going to build, I guess, the update, the post, and the delete, three more reducers and three more actions. Okay, so let's create first the reducers. So we're going to need the get post. Is that right? Yep. The get post JS that is going to get the individual post. Since we're going to handle the update, we're going to add a new update reducer. Do I have it like this? Yep, update post.js, and another one that is going to handle the delete post. Okay, so let's create our get post. This is the reducer, so I'm just going to copy this and paste it and show you. The post is going to return as an object, so I set it to be an object in the initial state. Okay, we're going to call this action, or we're going to wait for this to be added, the get post, and the post is going to be the post received. Okay, so that's the only thing. We're going to export the get post. So let's go to update. It's going to be similar or kind of the same. Okay, so we're going to create this constant update post and export it, and inside we're going to set the post to be an empty object at first, and when we get this update post, we're going to send the post to the state with the received post. Okay, let's save that. Let's close this, let's close this one, and let's go to the delete. That you might not need this one, but it's the same. You can do whatever you want here, sending whatever you want on the action payload, a message, anything. I'm just going to keep this the same, sending the post as an empty object, waiting for the delete post action, and just that. Okay, now we have the reducers. Let's go to Firebase to create those functions. Okay, because those, okay, we already have the get post. Those are being handled, are going to be handled inside the post component. So before creating the post component that we still don't have, okay, let's create all the functionality we need so we can build the component straightforward. Okay, and just building it without moving from one place to another and creating everything. So we already checked how to create a post. Okay, so now we have the get post, the get single post. Okay, that this is just getting one post according to the ID we give. So let's say async, and let's call it update post. This one is going to receive the post ID and the post data. So we're going to check, because remember that we are going to handle images. Okay, so the image we have is named cover, or the property inside the post data that is called cover contains the file. So we're going to check if this is set. Okay, if that exists, we're going to create another reference. Well, you could technically do this all outside the class, not outside the class, but outside the functions, and just call them, but we're going to need the same. So let me just copy. Yes, it's the same. I'm handling the same name, and if there's an error, well, we will check that. So we create the reference again, the child, okay, using post cover name, that this is going to have a cover property, and we are going to get the name of that file. We're going to await for the file to be uploaded. After that, we're going to await or wait for the file to be downloaded, and then set the new location of the file into this file ref constant. Now we're going to say await storage ref that child post data old cover, because what we're going to do is send the old cover we have, okay. So yeah, it's going to come this post data with a cover and an old cover. The old cover is the current image we have, and the cover is going to be the new one. Okay, so after we upload this, okay, we know that is set in the storage, so we're going to call a storage child and remove the old image. Okay, so we're going to say delete. Here we can catch the error. Console.log error. Let me add a semicolon there, not there, but here. We can also say below this console.log image deleted, just to see that. And now we can generate our new post, because at this moment we only have the image added and the other image, the old image deleted. So we need to actually update the post. So we're going to say title is going to be post data, because it's coming from the post data. Title, same with the content. Now the cover, remember, is going to be our download URL, and the file ref is going to be the file ref. Now all this is if we have an image, okay. So now what we're going to do is we can create this constant post and return it. So we're going to say await for Firebase that Firestore that collection posts the document post ID. No, it's like this, post ID all in lowercase, and we're going to use set. Let me just move this one down here, okay, so we can see better. The post, we want to add the information, and we're going to add the merge to true. Okay, this is going to update whatever we have here, merging the old post with this updated version. Okay, now we can say catch to catch the error here, and console.log that error, so error console.log error. Then here we can say just console.log and post updated. You can check if post. returns, then we can say console log post updated, just like this. Okay, leave it like that. And here we can return the post. Okay, you can handle, as I said before, here with post error and check if post exists. Post will exist if the set, okay, returns successful, if the post is updated. If we have an error, okay, I think I can remove this, but if you have an error, it's going to return this post error. And we can check using an if statement what returns. And here, since all this is checking, okay, if we have an image and uploading the new image, downloading it, and setting all the different properties for a new post. Now we need to handle this option that there is no an image inside the post data, okay, that we're receiving. We can say constant post await Firebase collection. Sorry, Firebase firestore. Firebase store that collection. The name of the collection, the ID plus ID, and set is the same function. The only thing is that we are not going to handle any files. Update. No, this is going to be post data. Sorry. Since it's going to merge everything, it's going to check what properties are different and update those. So we don't have to worry about setting anything else. And below this, we can say console.log also to post updated and return the post. Okay, so this is going to handle the first one. If there is a file, and the other one just going to merge the changes in the title content, checking if there's no file. Okay. Now, the last function we have pending is a delete, so let's add it right away. Async delete post. So this is going to get the post ID and a reference to the file that we want to delete, because we don't want to keep those files inside the storage if the post doesn't exist, right? Okay, let me just scroll a bit. Okay, so we're going to say constant storage ref equals Firebase dot storage dot ref. Now we're going to await for the storage ref that child file ref. So misspelled that one. File ref is, for example, in this one we're adding this file ref, and this is the reference, the path, okay, the location of the file inside the storage. We need only that. We need this is just the file name. Okay, so you will see that in a second once we add this into the component that we still don't have. Okay, so we're going to say now and delete. We're going to call the delete method and catch the error here. Okay, this is only going to catch the error inside this. Okay, it's not going to respond with that. It's going to console, but it's not going to do anything else. You can throw an error, whatever you want. We will handle errors better on the next projects. Okay, maybe not the next one after this one, but yeah, we're going to handle the errors in a better way, so you can have that. So sorry, I'm lost. Okay, this is it. So this is going to delete the image. You can say console.log image deleted. Now we need to do something that is going to say const post equals await. You can skip all this constant setting because we actually don't need that. We're not going to return this, but could be useful. I don't know, if you want to do something, or you can return something else. So we're going to check inside the post collection the doc with this ID that we are receiving, or that we are going to receive. Now we're going to call the delete, and inside this we're going to catch error. So let's actually break this. We need to break this. Console.log error, and now we can say console.log post deleted successfully, just like that, and return the post. We are not going to use this, but just to show you, you can return that. So all these functions are now set. Now the next step is going to create the actions to handle those functions, and then we are going to move to the creation of the component. Okay, so let's say delete post.js. The other one is get post. Do I have it? No. Okay, get post.js, and the other one is update. I just call that update. I'm going to keep the naming I have. Okay, so you can change all that in your project. So just it's because I don't want to, sometimes I get confused with my naming. As I said before, I know my namings are shit, but I usually, when I test this, I usually do it fast and don't worry too much about the creation of the files. But I will have to do that in the next projects. So let's start with get post. We need to import Firebase because we have our functions there. Our class is stored inside this Firebase config. We're going to export constant get post. It's going to be equal to a function that is going to get this post ID, and we're going to return an async function with the dispatch constant post data is going to be equals. We need to await for the Firebase that get post to be done. Okay, because it's going to fetch using this post ID, and we can dispatch the type for this action that is going to be get post. Payload is going to be our post data. Okay, so this is going to fetch us. Why is this thing? So it's going to fetch us the post. Now we're going to handle the delete while update. Get our configuration, our class, export constant update post. equals to this function that is going to handle or is going to expect to have the post ID and the post data. So we're going to return another async function with the dispatch, not dispatch, but dispatch, and call this constant post equals to await Firebase that is update post. We need to pass the post ID and the post data because that is what our function is waiting or is expecting. Catch the error and console it right away when it happens, so we can debug. Now we're going to do something here. If post exists, okay, remember that you still can do all this shit that is going to return the post error, okay, but I'm just going to handle this one like this. It's going to dispatch if the post exists, exists, meaning that this creates or actually updates the post. We're going to dispatch the type that is going to be update post, and the payload is going to be the post, the answer, okay, that is going to be an object. Now else you can create an error dispatch and dispatch this something like type update error, okay, something like that with the dispatch instead of this calling update error here, whatever. But we're just consoling the error encounter, just something like that. I don't know if it does spell correctly. And I forgot to do something here, that we need to return the post. Okay, we're going to return actually the post from the dispatch, meaning that this function is going to return, okay, a post. Okay, so I think we have, no, we still don't have everything. Let's create a delete and finish this video so we can focus on the creation of the component in the next video. Okay, so I'm going to type this one too, export constant delete post. I like to handle my functions like this: post ID and file ref. Okay, so remember that we're going to send the ID of the post and the reference of the file, so we can delete the file inside the storage. So this is going to return another async function that is going to be the dispatch. It's going to have the dispatch constant post equals away. We don't need to, well, yeah, we don't need to return anything or to do this constant setting, but let's just do it for the sake of it. Firebase that delete post, the post ID with the file ref. So this is what our function inside our configuration is waiting, and we can dispatch the type. No, this is inside an object, a function that inside needs to have an object or expects an object, delete post, and the payload is going to be this post, although I can't remember what it returns. So yeah, let's do it like that. Okay, so we have now everything, and we need to create, now we still need to do something else. Okay, let me just go to my reducers, because I just want to copy all this. Okay, so we need to add our reducers, the ones we just added. Can close all this crap inside this. Okay, so we can actually get So this is get post, update and delete post. Okay, I'm just going to copy that and this ones too, just to set them. Okay, we did this in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times before, so you should know how to do those. Import the files, the reducers, and set the reducers with a name. Okay, so I just set that as post, update and delete. This is the name we're going to use to call them. Okay, so let's actually save this. Okay, everything is working. It's going to respond with array 1, that is this post. And on the next video, we're going to continue with the last part, that is creating the new component for the post that is going to handle the update, delete, and the retrieval of each individual post. Okay. So yeah, see you on the next one.